And welcome back. I'm the Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, and our next guest is a singer and member of the 1980s music group Midnight Star. He joins us to reflect on his career, speak about his induction into the 2021 Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, and to highlight the historic significance of the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Welcome to the show. Reggie Calloway is in the house. Reggie, how are you?
Great, Dr. Bob Lee. How are you doing today? Thank
Good.
you for having me.
Are you a 2023 inductee also?
We're a 2022 inductee with Midnight Star,
Yeah.
and in 2023, we are our Calloway brothers are listed as top influencers for music.
Yeah, I know you're getting awards all over the place. And that's the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame 2023 inductees.
No, 2022.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we're
I'm just, well, you
yes, sir.
probably get it again this year.
Yeah. Well, this year, because it's the grand opening, then the 21 and 22, we're all coming back.
So for people who don't know, give us a short list of some of the songs that you guys are well known for.
But with Midnight Star, which is where it all started, and the first one that knocked all the doors down was, of course, Freakazoid.
Freakazoid. That's right.
Freakazoid, no parking on the dance floor.
No
Wet My
parking on the
Whistle,
dance floor.
Slow Jam,
Slow jam.
Operator,
Operator.
and then Midas Touch, of course.
The Midas Touch. Yep.
You
That
know,
was a big one, especially on WBLS radio. Yeah.
then as Calloway, I Want to Be Rich.
I Want to Be Rich by
Then
Calloway.
as production projects, people don't know that we did Meeting in the Ladies' Room, Casanova, Joy for Teddy Pendergrass, Gladys Knight's Grammy-winning Love Overboard, Natalie Cole, Jumpstart My Heart. And then there's, of course, the Body Talk for the Deal.
Yeah.
And we also signed Babyface and L.A. Reid to production, Mid-Start Music. So
Wow.
it's a wonderful career.
You've been busy, and it doesn't stop here. There's more.
No, no, can't stop.
There's more. There's more. A whole lot more. How was it how was it being inducted? How did that feel, being inducted into the 2021 Cincinnati Walk of Fame, along with the other members of Midnight Star?
It was incredible. And a couple of monumental things for some of my Midnight Star brothers and sisters I hadn't really seen in a lot of years. Brother and I left the group in '86.
Yeah.
So you hadn't seen, that was the first time we were all together since that time. Plus, my brother and I being from Cincinnati, being raised and bred, not born, but raised and bred in Cincinnati,
Yeah.
it meant the world because we're looking at, friends that go back as far as elementary school to fourth grade that are still
Right.
with us, still supporting us, still following us. Uh, and then all of our teachers and school teachers and martial arts instructors, just an incredible family affair and family there as well. So it was just super monumental. Just it takes you back to those days of being that little boy walking down the streets of Cincinnati, headed back from Coney Island on the
Yeah.
evening of the riots. When the riots
Yeah.
struck out, we were walking through the neighborhood, and people were saying, "Where y'all look? Where y'all going? It's a riot going on."
Yeah.
We got history that is deep.
Yeah. 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 Well, talk about that history. Speak about your journey as a musician, your time as a member of Midnight Star.
It's a great journey. It starts. We're from Louisville, Kentucky, originally as far as our grandparents and parents. And during that time, we got the pleasure of being able to, walk to our grandparents' house and play on their piano and start to get bit by the bug. And then moving to Cincinnati was incredible because now the elementary school had a choir, it had a small orchestra. So we began to see what real instruments were like. We moved next door to a family that had a band that rehearsed in the basement, the McCoys. So we could go next door and watch that and experience what live instruments were all about. And then Cincinnati was full of the talent shows that made things really, really popular. College had talent shows, high school had shows. So the immersion of music and athletics was very,
Yeah.
very, very pure. And then, of course, I had a lot of, my brother and I both had different local bands in town, from Motown Masters to the MD Fire Department. And Vincent had a very, very popular band, Powerhouse.
Yeah.
And eventually, we formed our own sort of a family group out of my college experiences from composition and theory. In order to get some of those ideas, you got to have your own group, right? So we formed Sunchild, which was my brother Vincent, my brother Greg, Johnny Jones, the next door neighbor, and Daryl Calloway, then Pete Jordan. But that group led to Midnight Star. When that group broke up, that's when I said, when I go back to school this year, I want to put together one of the greatest groups of all times. Went to my partner, Bill Simmons, who also was a member of Sunchild in the latter years.
Yeah.
We began to put together the piece Midnight Star, adding Kenneth Gant, Jeffrey Cooper, and Linda Lipscomb, vocals, incredible vocals.
Tell me something, Reg. Reg,
Mm-hmm.
tell me, and all groups is always that crazy group of people, and the people that are nice and mellow, even with basketball teams. Who were the crazy people in your group? And what did they do that made it stand out?
Well,
Don't let me open up a can of worms here now, but something that made it fun and unusual.
Even our crazy was good. So everything was great. But everyone had a character, and everyone had a position and a role that they played in the group. Awesome. One of our funniest characters was Kenneth Gant. He kept us all laughing. He was always fun, always jokes, and Bo Watson was the practice guru, the exercise guru. My brother Vincent, of course, was the exercise trainer, who's now also a grandmaster in martial arts. And to believe how Blenda could just hang with all us guys and just make it work. We just had a wonderful, wonderful time. We never had any problems. Everybody contributed, and everybody felt a part. So it was a machine that.
And you guys were always on tour. Who did you like being on tour with? Because you played with so many different artists, throughout your career.
Oh man, one of the big tours that Dick Griffey, president of Solar Records, put together was really exciting. He came from concert promotion, so when we had so many hits on the label at one time, put together the Solar Records tour, the Solar tour.
Yeah.
That was us, Shalimar, Climax, Lakeside, so many just great things. But every time we played with somebody, it was great. One of the funniest experiences was opening for Rick James. That was an experience because Rick had a philosophy that he didn't want anybody in the hallway backstage when he was going to the stage. So here we are in our dressing room. You can't come outside. You got to stay in the dressing room or go out of the audience when it comes out. So that's what we learned the hard way. That when you're an opening act, you got some dues to pay, and it's not just when you get on stage you can't use any subwoofers or you can't even use any backlights. It comes with a whole lot of things you have to deal with. Yeah. And then when you become the headliner, you don't want to be that guy. but a lot of parts of it you understand, because if the band that's on before you is moving equipment all around, it's time for you to come out as the headliner. Then it takes too much time to reset the stage.
Right.
So certain concessions have to be made, and everybody has to work together to make for a smooth evening for the whole crowd.
Yeah. Hey, before we go, they're going to give me about another minute and a half, 2 minutes. Talk about the Black Music Walk of Fame. How important is that in your life? And tell us, how you got involved.
Yes, just it's so great to be recognized. We have lots of goals. The Black Music Walk of Fame came along, and we were just cheering it on. Commissioner Reese has done a great job to assemble and pull together the state and city and make it all happen. But what it means is that Cincinnati and that whole area, there's so much talent between Bootsy Collins, Ruben Longmire, greats that have come out of there, and they're nearby. We'll be stretching out to Cleveland with the OJs. Just so much great talent. James Brown was just super influential on our lives. When we had our grand opening for our mother's flower shop, James Brown came and did the grand opening for her and us. And, that's when I'm Black and I'm Proud was out. So they let us know as little kids that, hey, this music thing is really powerful. There's a lot that can be done. So to see him be honored, to see everyone come together, to see the world recognize that out of this melting pot, Ohio players, Lakeside, it's just incredible what this whole valley has to offer. And we're just great to be part of it. the land of funk is the land of funk, and we've all got together and created new sounds, new waves, and the whole deal led me on right now to also doing specialty finance. So if you're an artist and you're making royalties, we're here to help you with our company Sound Royalties. That's a very, very incredible part of my life that I'm happy about right now, to be able to put money in artists' hands to allow them to invest in themselves in this independent era that we're in. So it all comes together. The more recognition, the more people know about Calloway Brothers, what we do, Midnight Star, and Sound Royalties, and how music finance keeps this world going around. And I definitely want to meet our brother Andre Roberson. I think he's on a great path as well. I'm
Yeah.
right here in Los Angeles, so we got to keep connecting the dots. And like you said, I'll be in New York as well too, Dr. Bob. Hope to see you soon.
When you come over, let's break some bread. But let me know, give me your website and social media where people can follow you.
Great. Website is ReggieCalloway.com. Social media is all Reggie Calloway all across the board. Looking forward to hearing from anyone and everyone, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Twitter, or any of the regular ones as well.
Yeah.
So just Reggie Calloway and ReggieCalloway.com, and we're here and looking forward to talking to you. Calloway Official is Calloway Brothers. So let's rock.
Reggie, nice talking to you. When you come, let's get together and break some bread, okay?
I'm looking forward to that. I love New York food.
There you go. Reggie Calloway, singer, member of Midnight Star. Thank you for your contributions to our community. We appreciate you, man. We'll take a quick break right here. I've got more on the way back right here on Open.